Hello, this is Dave Aslyn with some important information. The Spooner Area School District will hold an operational referendum vote on April 4th. The district is asking for an additional $1.95 million a year for the next 3 years. Funds would be used to continue providing high-quality academic and co-curricular experiences for students, continue to provide additional learning and social-emotional supports for those students needing them, keep class sizes stable, stay current on facilities maintenance and repairs, keep district curriculum and student learning resources up to date, keep technology resources current, and retain highly qualified staff. The referendum would be a non-recurring referendum, meaning that there would be no open-ended spending authority. Rather, levy authorization provided would sunset at the end of the 3-year period. The cost to taxpayers with $100,000 property value is projected at $34.71 a year for 3 years. That breaks down to about $2.89 a month. Some residents have asked why the district doesn't use remaining funds from the recent capital referendum that have not been spent on construction. State law does not allow school districts to use capital referendum funds for operational costs, just like it does not allow operational referendum funds to be used for capital expenditures. Next, I'll share some information about how the district finds itself in the position of needing to hold an operational referendum. First, some information about public education funding in the state of Wisconsin. State financial support for public schools has not kept pace with inflation over the past 2 decades. The Wisconsin Policy Forum reports that Wisconsin ranked in the top 11 states in the nation for educational funding in the year 2002. By the year 2020, state educational funding had fallen to 25th place and has dropped below the national average. There are 421 school districts in Wisconsin. With state financial support not keeping pace, districts have had to increasingly rely on referendum to educate the children of their communities. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction reports that 378 of the 421 school districts have held referendums from 2012 until 2020, or approximately 90% of Wisconsin school districts. The Wisconsin Policy Forum reports that 50% of the state school districts have gone to referendum just since 2020. In addition, schools have received no new spendable dollars in the current state biennial budget. It's an unfortunate fact that when the state's educational funding does not keep pace, school districts are forced to ask their communities for additional support in order to provide the resources needed to ensure that the community's children have adequate access to educational opportunities. Next, let's look at the conditions within the Spooner Area School District necessitating an operating referendum. Over the past 3 years, the district's fixed costs have increased around 30%. During those same 3 years, state general aid has decreased more than 40%. That significant decrease in state general aid comes largely from 2 key factors. The Spooner Area School District, like nearly all school districts in northern Wisconsin, is experiencing declining enrollment. The second factor is the significant increase of property values within the district. Finally, a private school within the district's boundaries has become a participant in the state's choice program, as is provided for in state law. The financial impact of this development on the Spooner Area School District has been significant. This year alone, the Spooner School District has had to redistribute over $340,000 for the school's voucher participation. The district has upheld its commitment to fiscal responsibility. A number of key actions have taken place to balance budgets in recent years. These actions include reducing teacher, support staff, and administrator positions in order to control staff costs. Bus routes have been reduced approximately 20% to control transportation costs. The district has maximized the use of limited-term emergency federal funding for schools to sustain programs for students and to support students as well. The district has frozen its operational budgets, changed health insurance for employees, resulting in a 25% savings, and retired a portion of existing debt early, which has resulted in a savings of interest payments. This leaves few remaining places to cut and necessitates the operating referendum. Here are some ways students, their families, staff members in our community stand to be impacted on without a referendum. Reduced academic offerings for students and increased class sizes due to reduction in staff. Reduced extracurricular opportunities for students. Reduced learning and social emotional support for students who need them. Postponed facility maintenance and repairs. Postponed curriculum updates and learning materials for students. And reduced technology resources for students and staff, as well as postponed technology updates. Spooner pride is evident across the district. There is something for every student with high-quality opportunities for all children, from 4-year-old kindergarten all the way to high school graduation. Our schools have consistently earned high marks from the Department of Public Instruction in recent years. The dedication of our highly qualified staff to students, their families, and our community is absolutely second to none. Finally, our safe and upgraded facilities are jewels in our community. In the coming weeks, you will have additional opportunities to learn more about the April 4th district operating referendum. Information will be available on the referendum section of our district website and on social media. Finally, I want to encourage everyone to get out and vote. You can cast your ballot at your designated polling place on Tuesday, April 4th, or vote by absentee ballot by contacting your municipal clerk by March 30th. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Rails!